Jullie zijn imrefi. We hebben libile van een gadenoi. Zurive goyali, may the words of my mouth and the thoughts of my heart be acceptable before you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. Welcome back to the masterclass. When we operate in the commercial world, we are conditioned to follow standard financial models. We look at the spreadsheets. We look at profit margins. When you secure a lucrative property, the instinct is always the same. You look at the net gain and you want to reinvest 100% of that capital. You want to put every single penny back into your money-making empire to maximize growth. On paper and in the boardroom, this is a very logical and standard practice. But we are not here today to discuss standard practice. We're here to uncover the hidden mechanics of reality. And the truth is, the spiritual mechanics of wealth operate on a completely different set of rules. Today, we are examining the precise architecture of wealth. We are going to look into why holding on to every fraction of your profit actually damages your financial foundation. We must address the precise mechanics of ma'aser, to tithe. This is a strict requirement to give away exactly 10% of your earnings. For many people, giving away a portion of their income is viewed simply as a tax. Or they view it as a nice, optional, charitable gesture. You must completely erase this idea from your mind. It is not a gesture. It is a highly specific structural formula. To comprehend this mechanism, we have to look at the blueprint of how energy flows into our world. The Or Ein Sof, the infinite light of the upper worlds, does not just crash into physical reality. It is filtered. It steps down through 10 highly specific divine channels. We call these channels, these 10 channels, the Sephirot, the 10 emanations. These channels are the fundamental architecture of the entire universe. They are the conduits through which every single drop of abundance, life, and capital is generated and sustained. Physical wealth, the actual cash that hits your bank account, the bricks and mortar of your property portfolio, resides at the very end of this structure. It resides entirely in the 10th and final channel, which is called Malchut. Malchut, kingship. This is the ultimate destination of the divine flow. It is the most dense physical level of existence. Now you have to ask a logical mathematical question. Why are we instructed to give exactly 10%? Why not a very generous 12%? Or why not a safer 8%? It's a bit cheaper. Let me tell you, the numbers in these texts are never random. The math must be exactly 10% because these are exactly 10 channels. When you take the exact 10th part of your physical profit and give it away, you are performing a specific structural action. You physically reconnect this lowest level, Malchut, this 10th channel of physical matter, straight back up to the upper 9 channels. You are building a bridge. You are creating a closed circuit of divine flow. If you do not give away the 10th, the circuit remains broken. The energy stops at the very end, at this Malchus, and cannot circulate. It can't recirculate back up. There is a profound internal process taking place when you do this. We call this process Beror Nitzotzot. Bear with me. Elevation of sparks. To explain this simply, when the universe was formed, vessels of infinite light shattered. Holy sparks, spiritual sparks, fell and became trapped inside dense, mundane physical matter. Your job in this world is to extract these trapped divine holy energy sparks from the material world and return them back up to their spiritual source. The profit you make in a deal is filled with these divine spiritual sparks. But there is a critical secret. That specific 10% you are required to separate contains the absolute highest spiritual energy of your entire gain. It is the most concentrated, potent energy in the transaction. Now consider the danger of ignoring this. Think about what happens if you decide to keep all your 100% for yourself. If you reinvest every penny into your own projects, you trap that extreme high energy down in the lowest physical level. Energy that is meant to flow and rise becomes trapped. This causes severe stagnation. It creates heavy spiritual blockage in your business operations. It turns blessing into a burden. But when you give that precise 10th part away, You elevate this divine energy. And by doing so, you purify and protect the remaining 90%. The money you keep, the 90%, is fundamentally changed. It transforms from vulnerable, mundane cash that is subject to market crashes and losses into protected, holy capital. This elevated 90% has now the infinite scaling potential because it is completely aligned with the upper channels, the upper Sephirot. The text confirms this absolute structure. We read in Bereshit 28 verse 22. V'chol asher titen li, aser asrenu loch. And of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give the 10th unto thee. The commitment to the 10th is non-negotiable. This brings us to a remarkable legal reality, which is tempting or even testing God is absolutely forbidden. You are not allowed to demand proof from the heavens. You cannot say to the heavens and say, show me the money first and then I will believe. But the Talmud in Tractate Ta'anit in the Talmud sets down a massive exception. And you want to hear this. It states that tithing, so giving ma'aser, is the sole exception to this rule. It is the only allowed test, a test of faith. And you must ask why. Why is it that the only time we are permitted to test the system? Because extracting the tens is not a gamble. It is not hoping for a lucky return on investment. It is the direct activation of a guaranteed, and I repeat, of a guaranteed metaphysical law of physics. I repeat, a guaranteed metaphysical law of physics. It literally forces a reciprocal flow of abundance, of shefa. When you physically align your bank account and your business practices with the precise structure of 10 channels, the 10 Sephirot, the upper worlds, have no choice. I repeat, the upper worlds have no choice but to respond. The system is designed to trigger a return flow of abundance. Therefore, the common business instinct is exposed as a failure. Reinvesting 100% traps your capital in the material world. It leaves your assets disconnected and vulnerable. Taking out the 10th is the only proven method to build a sustainable vessel that can hold massive, ongoing blessings without shattering. So here's our real world challenge. This is how we bring heavens down to earth. Calculate the exact 10% of a recent specific small profit you made and give it away today. The exact mathematical precision is what aligns with the 10 Sefirot. It activates and unlocks the spiritual lock of wealth and abundance. If the concepts we explored regarding the exact mechanics of the tithe, Maaser, and the architecture of wealth were a profound dismantling of standard commercial logic, wait until next time when we unveil the secrets of the delicate balance between human work and divine trust in episode 4, titled The Illusion of Human Effort. And remember, to give ma'aser, to give away 10%, is not charity. It is a mechanical blueprint of how to unlock wealth and abundance. And with this, I wish you and everyone listening to this shiur divine blessings from above, abundance and blessing to everyone, to you and your whole family. Wishing you the well, all the best, and thank you very, very much for joining me and for listening to this lesson, and I hope to see you next time, Be'ezrat Hashem, with God's help. All the best. Bye for now.